Hi everyone, I'm Pat Prokop, and here we are on Good Friday, and the weather looks pretty good right now, but will it last through this weekend? Well, it doesn't look like it's going to persist. As a matter of fact, it's going to go from great to almost terrible. An all-day rain shaping up for tomorrow. And then down the line, in the middle of next week, there's an interesting development going on in the Gulf of Mexico. Let's take a look at the satellite imagery this afternoon, and there we have the showers and thunderstorms developing across the central portions of Georgia associated with one front that's going to be moving eastward into the area. And then you have another front over here in the northern portions of South Carolina. That's some cold air pushing southward, meeting in with this warm, moist air. So it does certainly looks like we're going to see some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon into the evening hours for Good Friday. And then things go from nice to worse, actually. Okay, so let's take a look at the regional radar summary, and there across central portions of Georgia into southeast, upper portions of southeastern and western portions of southeastern Georgia and the central portions of South Carolina, we are seeing that band of showers and thunderstorms developing and putting it into motion. You can see the actual activity is sliding off toward the east with a little bit of a northward drift in that motion. So there is a pretty good chance we're going to see some more showers and thunderstorm activity for early Friday evening, but then after that, things begin to change. Taking a look at the forecast map, here we have it right here. And this is the high-resolution model, and it shows that band of cold air surging southward across in the central Savannah River area by 7 o'clock this evening. As we go into sunset, it moves southward, and that along with more clouds and rain developing across the region. And then it kind of like hangs around the area as an area of low pressure develops off to the west of us. And then this is for sunrise tomorrow morning on Saturday. It looks like, oh geez, all the Easter egg hunts and activities around our region. It looks like it's going to be rained out if it's going to be outside, because it looks like an all-day rain shaping up for our area. And they're going into the nighttime hours on Saturday night to 3 o'clock on Sunday morning, Easter Sunday morning. The rain slowly begins to move away from the area, and by 11 o'clock in the morning should be off the coast, but it's going to be remaining cloudy throughout the day and a bit on the breezy, almost windy side across our area for Easter Sunday afternoon. But let's take a look at something else over here. This is the general forecast system model, and it's showing something developing over here in the Gulf of Mexico. This is now, as we go in ahead, of course, there's tomorrow. It looks very wet for tomorrow. Not a whole lot of rain as far as measurements, probably less than an inch, but a persistent, continuous all-day rain falling across the area and blustery northeasterly wind, so it's going to make it feel cold. Then as that clears out, we're going into Monday and Tuesday. Here we are at 8 o'clock on Monday evening. And then look what goes on over here in the north central Gulf of Mexico. An area of low pressure tries to develop. Now, it's not tropical in nature, but it has that tropical appearance. But it is basically what we call baroclinic, or like a winter type storm. I shouldn't say winter because it's not that cold, but it's definitely a rain system. And it's got what's called a cold core center. So it's not tropical in nature, but it is picking up a lot of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. And this is for Wednesday morning at daybreak. And then we go into Wednesday evening and Wednesday overnight into Thursday morning. And look what happens. This system gets pushed out of the Gulf of Mexico and pushing all that rain up into Georgia and into South Carolina with some bands of heavier rain off the coast. And as we progress into time, here we go into Thursday sunset, another day of rain with blustery east southeasterly winds across our area. And then that system continues to push northward out of the Alabama with the rains and the winds moving across all of Georgia and into South Carolina. But then that system does move out. So perhaps next weekend, we could see some clearing weather conditions with that, but then another system falls into the area the following week on Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, it looks like some wet weather is on the way. I want to show you this map here. This is a temperature forecast map for the area, and it is showing not very high temperatures at all. Even though this is the heat index, the values, the heat index and the air temperature are the same at this level. Anyway, those temperatures are only going to be in the 60s for tomorrow, but will be falling throughout the afternoon hours. And then for Easter Sunday, those temperatures will remain in the 50s all day long with a mostly cloudy sky. Now let's take a look at something else, the forecast clouds and wind. And well, yeah, it's going to be cloudy through the period. And then the winds will be on the blustery side at 15 to 20 miles per hour, perhaps up to 25 miles per hour throughout the day on Saturday going into Sunday. And how much rain? Let's take a look at that too. The forecast rain amounts about 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch or more in some of the other areas. So expect anywhere between 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain out of this system coming in for Friday night tonight and through the day on Saturday. Now, looking at the SavannahPat.net, my webpage, you get all this information available for you as you want to peruse through my website and check that out. But the forecast for Easter Sunday, well, it looks like we'll see the rain ending, but remaining cloudy and relatively chilly. Now, the normal high is in the upper 70s to about 80 degrees. We're not going to be anywhere near that. We're going to be close to 20 degrees below the normal for this time of the year. And keep an eye on that system in the Gulf of Mexico for next Wednesday and Thursday. Of course, I'll have more coming up on that early next week with more weather videos right here on my Weather and Nature YouTube channels. Though, stay dry tomorrow. That's going to be a challenge. And happy Easter, everyone. Bye.